innumerable objects on Earth. They are highly diversified in form, nature, structure, and mode of movement. Some objects occur in groups of many individuals which look alike. How would you introduce one object in the group to your friends? The simplest way is to describe the object in terms of its size and shape. For example, the object on your right-hand side can be described as a tall object with short hair, wearing a purplish-red shirt and black jeans, walking on two legs and capable of speaking. The object on your left-hand side can be described as a shorter object with long hair, wearing a pink blouse and violet jeans, walking on two legs and capable of speaking. The object in the middle can be described as a short object with very short hair, wearing a yellow t-shirt and white jeans with black stripes, walking on two legs and capable of speaking. Such descriptions are long and clumsy, aren't they? There are over 6 billion individuals of this kind. It is extremely difficult for us to describe each individual in this way. On the other hand, although each individual looks a bit different from the others, they do share a number of common features. For example, all of them have hair, wear clothes, walk on two legs, and are capable of speaking. We can put objects with this set of features together as a single group and give it a group name for easy reference. We name them humans. In this way, we can replace 6 billion objects by a single group. This is a typical example of simplification. By the same logic, we can name these objects ants, sea slaters, horses, grass, trees, rock, and sand. This method of putting a large number of objects together to form a single group based on a certain set of features is known as grouping. The grouping process emphasizes the presence of common features. Meanwhile, the existence of individual differences is ignored. This is the principle of grouping by similarity. Applying the principle of grouping by similarity, we can further group humans, ants, sea slaters and horses together based on the common feature of free bodily movement into a larger group named animals. We can also group grass and trees together based on the common feature of no free bodily movement into a larger unit named plants. Since all animals and plants show the characteristics of life, we can further extend the range of similarity by putting them all together into a much bigger category named living things. Objects other than animals and plants show no signs of life. They are grouped together and named non-living things. Look at this mass of objects. Can you find out a common feature among them? They all have a fixed shape. Based on this common feature, we can group them together and name them solids. But if you look more closely, there are many differences among them. If we separate things by differences in shape, we can divide the group into two lots. Long objects and short objects. Applying the principle of separating by difference further, we can divide the long objects into those with a smooth surface and those with a spiral groove. The smooth long objects are named nails. The grooved long objects are further divided into two smaller groups based on the shape of their ends. The grooved long objects with pointed ends are named screws. The grooved long objects with flat ends are named bolts. Based on what they are made of, the short objects can be divided into plastic beads and seeds. Based on their colours, the seeds can be further divided into green beans and red beans. This process of dividing a group into smaller units on the basis of difference is known as classifying things. During the process of classifying things, we repeatedly divide a group into two contrasting lots until the samples are exhausted. Living things outnumber other objects on Earth. For example, there are about 3,500,000 known species of plants. How can we tell which is which? Scientists classify plants into two major groups according to the presence or absence of flowers. Flowering plants are capable of bearing flowers. There are about 2,500,000 species of flowering plants. For example, water lily, Hong Kong orchid tree, flame of the forest, Chinese hibiscus, and Chinese balsam. The body of a flowering plant is made of roots, stem, leaves, flowers and fruits. Seeds are enclosed inside the fruits. Plants without flowers are grouped together and named non-flowering plants. They are usually divided into four major groups. These are algae. The body of an algae looks like a sheet or thread of simple structure which is not divided into roots, stem and leaves. Some algae are microscopic in size. Others are quite big plants. The great majority of algae are aquatic plants. Owing to different combinations of pigments in their bodies, algae may appear green, brown, or purple. These are bryophytes. They are small plants with a body made up of stem and leaves only. Bryophytes can be mosses or liverworts. They live in humid places. These are ferns. Ferns are much bigger than bryophytes. The body of a fern consists of roots, stem, and leaves. Here are some examples of ferns. These are gymnosperms. For example, the ginkgo, cycad, and pine trees. Gymnosperms have a body made up of roots, stem, and leaves. They bear fruits, though they are non-flowering. The seeds in the fruits are not enclosed. They are exposed to air throughout their development. This is a specimen of an animal skeleton. In the skeleton, we see clearly a series of bones extending from head to tail, forming the axis of the body. These bones are called backbones. They form the vertebral column. Scientists divide animals into two groups according to the presence or absence of backbones. Animals with backbones inside their bodies are named vertebrates. They are classified into 5 major groups. The first group is named fishes. Their body surface is covered with bony scales. Living in water only, fishes have gills for breathing and fins for swimming. Examples of fishes include the goldfish, grouper, shark, and skate. Amphibians form the second major group of vertebrates. They have naked and moist skin. They have 4 limbs. Adult amphibians have lungs for breathing. They live on land but lay eggs in water. Tadpoles live in water only and have gills for breathing. Common examples of amphibians are the frog, toad, and newt. Reptiles form the third major group of vertebrates. They have dry skin covered with horny scales. They live on land and breathe with lungs. Common examples are the snake, crocodile, lizard, tortoise, and dinosaurs. Birds form the fourth major group of vertebrates. The body is covered with feathers. The forelimbs have become wings. The majority of birds fly. Common examples are the crane, cormorant, duck, and flamingo. Mammals form the fifth major group of vertebrates. They move on 4 limbs and breathe with lungs. The skin has hair on it. Female mammals feed their babies with milk secreted from teats on their breast. Examples of mammals are the raccoon, orangutan, cow, camel, whale, and humans. Animals without backbones are named invertebrates. There are over 800,000 species of invertebrates. They are built on a wide range of body structure patterns. Some invertebrates are microscopic. Mollusks form a group of invertebrates which have shells made of lime. Examples include shellfish, cuttlefish, and the octopus. These invertebrates are named jointed-legged animals because their body is covered by a heavy cuticle, which gives the legs a jointed appearance. They are named insects if they have 6 legs, spiders if they have 8 legs, and crabs if they have 10 legs. By grouping and classifying things, scientists have identified 1.5 to 1.7 million species of plants and animals. The number of species is so large that it is very difficult for the layman to tell the name of a certain living thing found in the field. Biologists have developed this special kind of key to help people identify unknown living things. A key is typically written in the form of paired statements of alternatives. Each pair focuses on a special feature. While one statement confirms the presence of the feature, the other indicates its absence. Hence, a group of living things is divided into two contrasting units at each step. Let's prepare a key for a crab, a butterfly, a spider, and an ant. We can use the wings as the feature to divide these jointed-legged animals into two groups. We can identify the three wingless animals in terms of the number of their legs. Or we can start with the presence or absence of a hard cover on the body surface, and then the key looks like this. The animal with the hard cover stands alone. The other three animals are further divided into two groups with reference to the presence or absence of wings. The butterfly stands alone. The other two animals can then be identified by the number of their legs. You can also start the key with a number of eyes. Try to prepare your own key in this direction. We found 3 vertebrates in a field trip. To find out the group to which each animal belongs, we seek help from a key. From the key, we see that this vertebrate with fur is a mammal. These 2 vertebrates have neither fur nor feathers. They have scales but no gills. They are reptiles. Let's try to identify a fish found in a freshwater stream. We can check it out against a key of local freshwater fishes. The fish has pelvic fins. The pelvic fins are not modified to form suckers. The dorsal fin is not divided into 2 parts. The fish often rises up to gulp in air. Barbels are not found around the mouth. Each pelvic fin bears a long ray, and the tail fin looks like a fork. The name of this fish is Macropodus opicularis, or Chinese fighting fish. Many of the books on local animals and plants include keys. When you plan a field trip, remember to bring one of them. The keys may help you to identify the animals or plants around you on the spot.